Part of the foundation of Stories Inside the Man Cave podcast is to keep it local. Stay true to our roots, including Farmhouse Delivery. Yes, they are an ATX-based company which sources fresh Texas-grown produce and fresh Texas meats. But the best part about it is you can have them delivered to your doorstep. It's pretty simple. Log on to their website, farmhousedelivery.com. Fill your cart with meats, meal kits, fresh grown produce, and at the end of your order, be sure to enter the promo code MANCAVE. And the best part about that, you get 20% off of your first order. Farmhouse Delivery, the ideal New Year's resolution.
Wake your ass up
or take a damn nap.
And we're the three best friends that anybody could have.
It's time.
Sean, you were twerking. That's going to happen.
Murph, don't be a dick all your life.
It's one of the more fun podcasts I've ever done.
Hey, I tell you what, if you're not talking about sports in the man cave, I bet not say you not a man.
That's it.
2-2 from Southern. Breaking ball got him, and Texas is going back to Omaha.
Hey, how about that? Old hats for the 38th time. The Texas Longhorns baseball program headed to their summer home, North, as many call it, the University of Texas at Omaha. Hey, episode 145. The College World Series field is set, and it is a special one. And by the way, this episode brought to you by Honest Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Basically, these guys are a throwback, meaning that they are locally owned, veteran-owned, and they believe in the value of a handshake. And, this time of year, we've already hit triple digits, I think about a dozen times already, and we're barely into mid-June here in the Central Texas area. So if you're in Hutto, North Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown, Cedar Park, Leander, those areas, be sure to give Honest Air Conditioning and Plumbing a shout. There they are right here. Those guys they are the goats. They got it going on, and they will take care of you. I am Sean Clench, of course, and this is, regardless if you're a sports fan or not, let me break this down to you. The College World Series in Omaha is a very special event. It has been one of the hidden gems for the longest times. And let's put this in perspective. I believe this is the 75th College World Series. Texas, the University of Texas now will have been to 38 of those 75 College World Series, and that's a pretty phenomenal number. And Texas did it the hard way. They got through a pretty challenging regional, then went on the road to a hostile environment, East Carolina, and then endured a 5-hour rain delay to win the decisive Game 3 of a Super Regional in Greenville, North Carolina. And before we get into the serious stuff, this is a flex, an Omaha flex, if you will, by the Texas Longhorns. Silas Ardoin, to the right of the screen, you'll see it's kind of mimicking that Gronk and Tom Brady video, like, hey, the Patriots, when they were Patriots, hey, we're always here. We're always here in the Super Bowl. Well, same with Texas. You'll love this video. It's absolutely hilarious. It's after the Longhorns eliminated East Carolina, punched their ticket to the College World Series.
Saga continues. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Saga continues. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely hilarious. Silas Ardoin, that was off of his Instagram story. Those guys having fun, but they are focused and ready to go. They are loaded, locked and loaded, if you will. They've overcome a ton of adversity just to make it to the College World Series here, namely the pitching staff, which suffered a pretty big hit when Tanner Witt went down early in the year, Tommy John injury. But this was a team which has been probably, if not the best hitting team in the country, top three for sure. Of course, Ivan Melendez, the power at the plate, Murphy Staley, all those guys, they just a very powerful lineup. And so for Texas to get there, they had to rely upon, in game 3, they made the decision to start Tristan Stevens. Now, he was a phenomenal starter last year, the number 2. And, Pete Hansen, All-American this year, the number 1 guy. But Tristan just had an off year this year. I don't know what it is, what happened. It happens in college baseball. You go through some yips. You go through some mental setbacks. I don't know. It just happens. But Tristan, being the baller that he is, he's just a simple fighter. He asked Coach Pierce and Sean Allen, at the coaches at the University of Texas, hey, put me in the bullpen. And he had his moments. He kept battling through. He had some other down moments. And, well, the stars aligned. And it was just, if you look back at it, it was just fitting for Tristan Stevens to be the starter for Texas. You elevate your game in the postseason, especially when you have, in this instance, Omaha, a trip, College World Series on the line. You win, you're in. Everyone elevated their game. Texas won 10-1. Beautiful display of hitting, timely hitting, and they played for each other. And a lot of teams can say that, but this one was special for Tristan from Missouri in this game to go to Omaha. And David Pierce and Steph made the call, and he got the win. And he pitched more innings than what most anticipated. I want to say 6 innings of work, and had a great outing, limiting a pretty powerful East Carolina squad to minimal damage, or below average, if you will. And this was David Pierce and Tristan after that game, an emotional win, especially special for Tristan Stevens. And it's just fun to see this in sports, and that's what's beautiful about this game.
The job's not done. This is just a stepping stone. We don't go to Omaha. We want to win it, and that's our plan, and that's our goal. So it's definitely cool to see, but the job's not done.
I thought Tristan poured his heart out on the mound, as well as the entire team, but that was a big-time outing by Tristan. And, offensively, we gave him a great cushion early, but just a great win for our team.
Just exactly why I came back. I remember I texted Coach Pierce and Coach Allen saying I wanted the ball, and they gave it to me. And this is exactly why I came back, and is to help this team get to Omaha and win a championship.
Outstanding. That's the beauty of sports. Overcoming adversity, second chances, earning opportunities. And when you put in the work, it's just self-explanatory how life works. You don't have things handed to you. You work, and good things happen, and you do the right things. And that is a beautiful story. And we've got an episode in the works, 3 fathers, including Tristan Stevens' father. Got an episode coming up, and we're going to have some fun with that before they head to Omaha. Now, the College World Series field, it reminds me of the old Southwest Conference. And we'll reveal that field. But Texas is not the only Big 12 program in this that have advanced all the way to the Elite Eight of college baseball. I want you to listen to this, because the call by my friend Toby Rowland, the voice of the Sooners for football, baseball, basketball. Skip Johnson's done a phenomenal job at OU. There was rumors that his job may be in jeopardy earlier this year because of setbacks. But the guy, they had a Omaha-type team ready during that COVID season. Then obviously COVID happened and basically eliminated that season. Last year, OU had injuries. I want to say to one of their, I think their number 1 pitcher. But Skip Johnson, longtime pitching coach for the University of Texas, highly respected, highly regarded across the baseball coaching fraternity. Well, there was rumors circulating that that his job was in jeopardy at OU, and I don't understand that if it's true. But this is OU. Not only did they finish middle of the pack of the Big 12, worked their way in. They're playing perhaps the best baseball in the country, And, call me out if I'm wrong, but I think Oklahoma honestly, everybody in this field has a chance to win this thing in Omaha. But this is OU's Omaha clinching moment at Virginia Tech.
Michael kicks and fires. Got him! Swinging! And you can unhitch the wagon! Put the ponies in the board! We're taking them to Omaha! The Sooners have run to the roar and all the way to the college baseball promised land.
Pretty special moment. And, just like Texas, they didn't dogpile. They did not dogpile after they won. It was just like, that's a very confident group. Skip, he instills that. Great staff, great job by Oklahoma. So Texas will be joined by the Oklahoma Sooners. But I want to show you this. And this is why this College World Series is special. This may never happen again in our lifetime. I'm going to pull this up. These old rivals, look at this. In bracket 1, Texas, Notre Dame, but OU and Texas A&M in one bracket. Texas, Oklahoma, and A&M in one bracket. And then you look on the other side, it's all SEC. But Arkansas, supposed to be a rebuilding season, and Van Horn and that group do their magic. And so if you look at this, Texas A&M, Arkansas, former Southwest Conference rivals, SWC looking strong. I believe former UT pitching great Austin Wood tweeted that out and said, hey, the SWC is looking strong these days. And that's no lie. But you look at the overall picture, Arkansas, Stanford, Ole Miss, Auburn. So 3 of the 4 there are from the SEC. And Texas, OU, A&M. So if you want to pull out the SEC card here, with Texas and OU soon to become members of the SEC, there's 6 of the 8 in Omaha are technically or will be SEC members, 6 of the 8. So no slight on the SEC. That is the legitimate, the strongest, hands down baseball conference. But the Big 12 is right there, the top 3 in the country. But Texas will get Notre Dame first, 6 p.m. first pitch on Friday at that beautiful ballpark. I know it's not Rosenblatt. I have emotional ties and sentimental ties, as so many do, to the former Rosenblatt. Was able to go its final 2 years of existence. Beautiful. It was just, I don't even know how to describe it. All the colors of the seats, the smell of the grass, everything is absolutely amazing about Rosenblatt. But the entire Omaha experience, I went to this new ballpark, I believe in 2010 or 2011. I can't remember when I was working in Oklahoma City, when Shane Buechele's older brother, Garrett, played for the Sooners. And that was the last time OU has been to the College World Series. So hats off, tip the cap to Skip Johnson and to Texas A&M, Schlossnagle, the former TCU coach, turning that A&M program around and making them a College World Series team in his first season. That is nothing short of amazing. Obviously, nobody's really surprised at the job how Schlossnagle can do. But this is an amazing field. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait. SWC, SEC looking really good in this field here. And cannot wait. Omaha, baby. That's all you got to say.
Hey, y'all. Kevin Hutchison here with Realty Austin, and I am grateful to be a part of Stories Inside the Man Cave, a homegrown podcast just like my own business.
Hey, Ben, tell me something good.
All right, we got to tell you something good, and part of it's right here, sit right next to me, the College World Series in Omaha. That's something good. But we're going to end this episode. I want to tell you something good. So I was at members of Occupy Left Field's watch party for UT's clinching moment to go to the Omaha for the 38th time. Almost a 5-hour rain delay. I would say the majority of the people stayed. But the fun that was had, the conversations, the tweets, it just shows you the love for college baseball. This game is growing, and I encourage you, something good, because we see so much negativity and BS in this world right now. Take a look back, take a deep breath, step back, hit pause, and realize how much good there really is going on around us despite the negativity. But that was so much fun. I had the most fun I've had during a rain delay, a lengthy one at that. There's so many great stories. The tweets were epic. People tweeted their dogs at their current age saying, "This is my puppy." He was a puppy went before this rain delay started. And it was just fun, you know, a lot of good talk, brotherhood, fellowship, sisterhood, whatnot. Get to know strangers. It was just a lot of fun, molding, just merging of just people who love college baseball. This example right here, just people who love Texas baseball. So big shout out to those guys that have ties to stories inside the man cave, that being Kendall Rogers of D1 baseball, Dustin McComas of 5-Tool baseball. These guys cover baseball, and the Austin American Statesman writers. ESPN does a phenomenal job. But follow those guys that I mentioned, Dustin McComas, Rogers, Kendall Rogers, that is. Those guys, especially Kendall, being in Omaha, it's part of his life for 2 weeks. Give those guys a follow. And they are always how can I say, lifetime fraternity members of Stories Inside the Man Cave. Hey, some really good episodes coming up, as I mentioned. Some fathers of some Longhorn baseball players. That is confirmed in the schedule. So I hope it all works out. And for the OG Man Cave boys who helped me get this started way back when at the beginning of the COVID lockdown in March of 2020, that being Big Mike, Hardball Harch, and Coach Mo. We are out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.